right, so we got the e-bikes assembled, tried them out. I still need to do some adjustments here, but here you go. Amazon right here, Funhang e-bikes, what I always wanted.
Pedal set, tools, and the manual. Kickstand. I think he's gonna want to install. We're gonna want to install that first. Here's the retainer for the front. Ooh, a charger.
Yay! That's what I was worried about.
Right? Here's the charger. It's a little hard to tell if it's gonna have a charger. You assume it will. This one does 54.6 volts and 2 amps. It comes with all the tools needed. Okay. Keep the box there. Alright, so we got our tool to remove these, and we're going to snap it in right there. Nice and tight. And now this should pull back. So here's our next area to focus on. And
so we need to remove that.
Oh, that's right. This is just a pin to keep the forks from getting bent in shipping. So yeah, that's just a spacer. Alright, we're going to take off also this plastic cap in the middle. It's just another support spacer. So, let's get that near the hub.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can see the proper alignment there. And then this is going to allow us to put through the retainer pin.
To the hole in here, okay? So I'm just gonna go.
Yes, that worked nicely.
Yep.
One-handed, so very cool. This has a alignment pin that needs to go right there. Thread it on.
And turn this thing.
Boom. Helpful to have a second person. Could have done this by myself, or she could have even done this. This is all
And want to push this
so
thing
far
in
been really
all the way,
easy.
and
But he's definitely a help to
from
show
this
us
other side, okay?
the proper way to do it the first time.
Okay, next is we need to loosen
A little
the
bit to
bolts.
the left or right, whatever.
To the left.
Yeah.
So we need to center it a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't notice that this retainer had slipped over to this other hole, and so that was causing that little bit of misalignment. So something to watch out for. You know, you're busy tightening these and you're not noticing that maybe that pin slipped out and went to the other side. So I already got this
And then
one
this
done.
one as well. Just loosen it a little. Okay, now that they're loosened, you want to loosen this thing up a little as well, so you can turn this thing freely. See that?
Look at that. There we go. And then he was saying
To make sure it's
aligned with that center bolt. Okay, so we want to line it there. So somewhere right there.
Okay.
If you look down through it, look down through here, and then we're aiming for that Use the camera to aim it.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Tighten, untighten. Boom, look at that. So you bring it up to whatever height. Here. And loosen these up to do that. There we go. Alright, so we got our 4 screws retained on the top here, and we're going to get our handlebars ready to mount. We got markings here that are pretty helpful for showing your angle.
Right there is good.
Okay, look like that. And we'll drop this back on there. Tighten. No, that's not the right one. There we go. So I'd say just get them close.
Get it a little tight, and then we'll position it.
Yeah, and then we'll reset the position. It's nice that they have these marks to stay centered on. Or you want to?
Yeah, I wanted to.
All right, show how the handlebars
Let's see.
are.
Right there. Oh yeah.
We have
right.
other bikes.
Tilted down.
Yeah, these are pretty tilted.
Yeah, tilted like that.
And
45.
So it's good to have another bike to kind of judge what your angles
so
could be.
let's do like a 45 right there.
The plus sign for alignment is kind of right there. That's where we're going to start. Maybe we'll come back in the video and after we've ridden the bike and update you on if this was a good angle to do. Kind of like we were saying, like a 45-degree angle based on our other bikes. And we can always adjust that later. There's a lot of adjustable stuff on here. So, but it does also put the trip computer in a nice place. And then back to this, down the center there. Yep, centered. Very nicely centered to that spot there. Okay, so there's a good question she just asked. Your fenders are in the packaging for that held the rear tire in place. Minimum insertions.
As much as possible. You don't want to
So
see
we're
this
gonna
thing
untighten
out
that.
like this, okay? So you're
There's that line
so
he's
just
talking
all
about.
all you need to do is just loosen
And
this
then,
Go to your waist.
okay?
yeah, we're talking about waist
Wanna put
height.
this in.
So, waist height.
Okay. So
Somewhere right in there should be
I'm
good.
gonna go to my
And then, just like we've been doing with everything else, getting it centered
after that, you just need
somewhere right in there. Okay, so we got our right and left pedals. They mark them nicely for you. Cut them open. And this is they even mark it on here that this is your left.
install the pedal to the correct side. So to
Oh,
install
I
the
think they
pedal,
are
then you
counter.
remove the-
Yeah,
Right?
counter. I think that one's
So
counter.
the left
so this is the
side
biggest one,
threads
and
righty or
then
lefty
we're gonna match
tighty.
L to L right here. So
To tighten, but that's okay. Just this one side is going to be that way. And this one should thread as we're usually accustomed to, righty-tighty. And it's snug. Very nice. Run. The flare goes behind the wheel. Then our screw is going to also attach the light through that same attachment right there. To get all 3 of them through it, and then line it up so that you can see the threads touching. And then you're going to want to do this by hand because I don't want to mess up the threads as we are turning this. Give it a little cinch. Yeah, no, this is attached there. Light's attached. You can change the angle of your light. Okay, so we're just going to take this center piece out like that. So that needs to come out. That's just a spacer. And that gives you this ring here. And then we're going to remove the nut like that with our fingers. Slide that out so that this can come off like that. So, like I was saying, you're going to go like this. Pop that over there. Get it so that it's not touching the tire. There's a lot of different adjustments you can do here. That's not tightening, so I don't know what the issue is there. Okay, so we ran into an issue where we said to remove the spacers, but there's 2 or 3 different sizes here, and what we're realizing is that it's probably best to at least include one of these spacers to get this to fit better, because right now with this tightened it is walking back and forth and we want it to stay centered on the tire. So let's go back to the drawing board with that. So this has the ability to open. Put that over. We're going to open this up, put it through there. That's going to give us that much more thickness. So let's align it to where we want it. Oh yeah, way more pressure right there. So yeah, I like this a lot better. And this is centered on the front, on the middle, so cool. I think we're on our path to getting this thing charged up. And that just goes in the screw to finish off that screw right there in the middle for your headlight and to hold the front fender on. And you're going to see an on-off. So when it's in circle, it's not on. When you put it into the line, it's got power. Now we press the button. Ooh, 4 bars. So yeah, 80%. Each one should represent 20%. So, and I've heard that storing it at 80% is a good storage for long term, and I'm sure with shipping they wanted it to be in its optimum state. Pretty well aligned right there. It's sticking straight through. If it looked like it was crooked, you might want to attempt to readjust it, try to get it so it's not pinched. That's going to go on the front hub. Alright, let's assemble the other bike and then we'll take them out for a test drive. Okay, the next step, we're going to see how much wattage this charger uses while it's in use. So the cable can go either way into these ports. We got a green light on there. The kilowatt is showing it's using 107 watts. Okay, so we've been allowing the charger to go for, let's see, what was our time? Where is our time at here? 1 hour and 20 minutes. And we're starting to see a difference in the wattage. It's gone down to below 90. It was at 110 at its max. So yeah, we feel like it's getting close to the I mean, it's got a battery management system or something, so it's starting to decrease the wattage as it gets close to full charge. So yeah, cool to see it every minute it's getting a little lower, so we should be fully charged. Looks like it's going to take an hour and a half to get it charged from where it was when we took it out of the box. Alright, we got the bike turned upside down. This is something to look out for when you are assembling your bike. Out of the box, we're feeling like this doesn't have the brakes properly adjusted. Watch it. And that sound is coming out of the rotor right there. So we're going to watch some videos on how to adjust the brakes, and then we're going to show you how we fix that issue. Okay, we watched some videos on this brake adjustment, and we're going to try putting a paper between to see if it will go through. That's where the adjustment we think is off, so we're going to try loosening the bolts here and there. Okay, and then I should tighten it while it's being depressed.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing is depressing to me. Okay, they're tight.
Okay,
Or let it go. Take our papers out. Let's listen now.
Better.
Way better. Oh
Way
my
better.
gosh. And if we press the brake cable, boop. Okay, this battery is giving us the green light that it's charged. It still is pulling 14 watts, like a trickle charge. And the total time took almost 2 hours and 180 watt hours of charge to get it back up to 100%. Okay, so the rear wheel is having the same brake issue as the front. I hear it dragging right there. So we're gonna do the paper method. Okay, we got the papers inside of the rotor, and then she's gonna squeeze the handle on the front. Perfect. Alright, now we're gonna let go, pull our papers, and let's pray that it doesn't make as much noise. Oh, so much better. Alright.
Ooh, our e-bike.
Let's go. So we need to arm the battery.
We turn it on. Right there.
And if you press this button inside here, you'll see the power. Alright, so what's the first issue we're having here?
It's catching onto this brake thing.
It hits the shin, right?
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
Look at
right
that.
there. Okay, so we've decided that if you flat foot, if you put the heel of your foot in the pedal, it won't touch that spot. But that's just not how we're accustomed. I'm used to putting the toe on the pedal, pushing. So setting 5.
Oh, setting 5.
We have a lot of experimentation to do here.
My heart just like, because it was just.
It jumped on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we don't understand the gear combinations versus the assist versus other things. You can hold these down and change settings in here. It's got a horn. It's got the light. Yeah, there's a light right there. Cool features. More than we can handle.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to just take it out on a, it's getting dark on us here. We're gonna take it out on a longer ride. We didn't tighten down the adjustable handlebar enough. So we just gotta hit that screw right there.
I want to adjust it more to this way.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some
Make it
adjustments.
smaller.
Yeah, these are like one size fits all. So right now, her distances are too far between.
I feel like I'm reaching. So, and I'm 5'7", so I'm gonna try to put this up to see if I don't reach as far.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm actually pretty comfortable on mine right now. Seat's a little uncomfortable, but not. It's better than most seats that I've had. So I'm just really picky about my seats. But yeah, we'll get that fixed, and then we'll take it out for another ride. But a good initial ride. We're at 3 miles right now, just going in circles like little kids. So great times.
Yeah, love it.
She just discovered the boost.
I just discovered the throttle.
Now we're having fun, huh? All right, so we did 5 miles and we're still getting 5 bars. Good first ride. The main things that we just need to do some adjustments. This was rubbing right there, the fenders rubbing. We're wondering if we even want the fenders. We'll see. We were hitting our feet on this. You can see how close the pedal comes to the kickstand. So when if your toe is on this and your foot's coming back, you're hitting this and it really drags you. Yeah, it's got a sharp, little bit of a burr there. So we got to adjust this right here came loose, and that's probably just me not tightening it down. So we'll keep an eye on that, but I think mine's good. So probably just forgot to tighten that completely. Otherwise, what did you think?
I loved it. I love e-bikes, so much fun. 5 miles felt like nothing.
After a 4-mile ride, Yvonne's bike shows 53.7 volts. And after it says 5 miles on mine. Mine shows 53.1, so that's about right. We're going to charge the batteries and look at the watt meters. Alright, so after today's 4 and 5 mile bike rides, we are charging at 114 watts on this battery, and on this battery over here 114 watts. So they're matched up as far as their charge current. And let's see how long it takes to recharge after just running them for 5 miles. And we're going to ride them tomorrow on a much bigger ride.
We still got a winner.